Have you ever been afraid of something that never actually happened to you? A fear you can't trace back to childhood. An anxiety that doesn't match your life story. Or dreams that feel oddly specific, emotional, or familiar, without a clear reason. If you've ever wondered, why does this feel so real? Today, I want to talk about that. Because this doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're imagining things. And it definitely doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It may mean your body is remembering something older than your personal memory. Many people carry fears that don't make logical sense. A fear of drowning without ever nearly drowning. A deep unease around confinement, authority, or scarcity. A nervous system that reacts as if danger is present, even when life feels objectively safe. We're often taught to search our personal past for answers. But sometimes, the explanation doesn't live there. Sometimes the body is responding to inherited information, not lived experience. And the body doesn't need a story to react. It only needs a pattern. Trauma research has shown something important. Descendants of people who lived through war, famine, displacement, or systemic violence often carry emotional and physiological patterns similar to those who lived through the original events. This is sometimes called inherited memory. Not memory like images or scenes, but memory like response. The nervous system learns what helped a lineage survive. Hypervigilance, emotional restraint, preparedness for loss, difficulty fully relaxing. These responses were once protective. But when the danger is gone, the body doesn't always get the update. So it stays ready. Not because you're anxious, but because your system is loyal. Recurring dreams are another place this shows up. Not random dreams, but ones with repeating themes. Searching or fleeing, standing watch, losing someone, returning to a place that doesn't exist in this lifetime. These dreams often leave behind a strong emotional residue. They don't feel symbolic in the usual way. They feel personal, even though they don't belong to this life. Rather than literal memories, think of them as emotional transmissions. The subconscious doesn't speak in timelines. It speaks in sensation, imagery, and feeling. Sometimes the message isn't, "This happened." It's simply, "This was never completed." Recognition doesn't always feel comforting. When the nervous system recognizes an old pattern, it may react before the mind can make sense of it. That recognition can feel like sudden dread, sadness without a source, a sense of vulnerability, or urgency. This doesn't mean you're meant to relive the past. It means your system has reached a moment where it's safe enough to notice what no longer belongs. Awareness isn't punishment. It's timing. Here's the most important part. You do not need to dig. You do not need to force understanding. And you do not need dramatic explanations. What helps is gentle presence. Noticing reactions without judging them. Grounding into the present moment. Letting your body know it is safe now. Creative expression, writing, drawing, movement, often allows these sensations to move without needing to be analyzed. You don't need to know whose memory it was. You don't need to give it a name. Often, the body simply needs permission to finish what was interrupted. You are not meant to carry everything forward. You are not here to suffer on behalf of your ancestors. You are not here to relive their fear. And you are not required to understand every sensation that moves through you. You are here because something in your lineage learned enough to survive. And now, your role is different. More choice. More safety. More softness. When the familiar becomes unnerving, it isn't a sign that something is wrong. It's often a sign that something old is finally ready to loosen its grip. And that's how healing moves. Not just personally, but across generations. If this resonated, take a moment to notice where you feel it. In your body, not your thoughts. That's usually where the truth lives. If you'd like more grounded conversations like this, no fear, no dogma, please like this video and then hit subscribe. And feel free to share what you've noticed about your own experiences in the comments. You don't need to carry everything forward. You get to choose what stays.